informal markets are very important in our governments in sub-Saharan Africa. They contribute on average 40% of the GDP. And therefore the government should not shy away from considering them as markets that are important for driving the economies of our countries. They serve more than 90% of our population, and therefore if we are going to deal with unsafe food in informal markets, and we serve this big population, then what we have is bigger and bigger health budgets to our countries, which we could maybe reduce if we took interest and paid a lot of attention to informal markets and improve them so that we can be able to draw down those costs. So informal markets, Jimmy said, even with our predictions, 40% or 50% of us in 2040 will still be having informal markets. I want to say I think it's bigger than that, and I think even in the turn of the century, we'll still be having informal markets. Mama Mboga will still be there. Mama Nitilie will still be there. So they will be there, and they'll still be supplying our needs, and therefore we need to take care of them. So what are the challenges we face in trying to bring food safety in this sector? One is a sector which has no basic infrastructure of hygiene. There are no toilets where they serve, there is no water, it's an open space. If we are ready to start thinking of how to bring food safety, then we need to start looking at infrastructure development in those sectors. Awareness among our stakeholders, our practitioners of informal markets on food safety is very low. So training is another challenge that we need to have in order to move on this informal sector. The governments have very low investments, and I think we need to start getting interested in the sector and invest in it, so that they can be able to give the bigger returns, so that we can increase on what this sector can do to the national GDP. Formal sectors, which the governments are supporting so far, rely very heavily on inspections and so on. But informal sector, we don't have any inspection services there. And if there are very few, and even if we did, think about inspection in the sector, the personnel that will be required will be monumental to be able to deal with in the sector itself, because it's so large. So we need really, as a sector, those are the challenges that are there, few of the challenges that are there, but we need to start thinking how to address them if we are interested in moving food safety in this sector.